Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in a month, and I know that's not a long time. People go longer without posting, but I felt like my soul has been dead because I really enjoy doing this. So a week is a long time without not posting for me. A week without posting, that's a while. The reason why I didn't post was I was waiting for a phone stand to hold up my iPhone because I wanted to make videos from certain angles or videos standing up and showing things, and I needed a phone stand to hold my phone. And so I could get all those angles I needed. And I think switching up the vibe in terms of what wall in my room I'm filming at or what position I'm filming in. I think that can just keep things feeling fun and fresh and interesting. I was going to use a white wall because it was just comfortable for me to just sit in my bed and have the camera facing the wall. But I just thought, how can I make a background that's more interesting than a white wall? And this is what I settled with. This is just my desk, and I'm just like sat in like a cozy position. I'm going to be going through my recent pickups. And this, I love watching people talk about their recent pickups. I think it's so interesting. And through watching recent pickups, you can discover things that you might want to pick up as well, or things that you find interesting about someone else. And it's a nice way to, I guess, get into someone's mind or just see what they're enjoying at the moment, whether it's fashion or just home stuff or just general things. So the first thing that I'll start with is my books because I love reading. I love books. I think just recently I've been feeling this shift towards physical media because I've just been really tired of the screens. You know, I know in the last couple of years, we've had this push away from physical media to everything being digitalized. Whether that's with film, no one has DVDs anymore. We all watch movies on a screen. Or whether that's books with people having Kindles and all these ebooks and everything. And people tend to buy physical books less. And even with cooking, you have all these recipes on social media. People don't buy cookbooks anymore. So I've just wanted to connect back with physical media, and so I've been buying physical books, and amazing. I've been really enjoying it. It's nice to have something tangible to hold. It makes the experience more fun. So I'm going to go through a few books that I recently picked up and why I picked them up, and then also go into other things like skincare and also clothes. So the first one that's sat right here. This is Julia Fox's memoir. This is Down the Drain by Julia Fox. And I think I watched an interview she did where she talked about this book and how it came about and the process and just her whole journey. And I just thought it sounded really interesting. She's so fun to listen to. So I thought, why not read her memoir? This has everything about her, and I thought it would be such a fun read, so I decided to pick it up. Before this, I was reading Kafka, The Trial by Kafka. If you know that book, you know what I mean by this. It's a lot, and it's confusing, and it just, yeah, it just puts you in a daze. So it's nice to read something lighter, something that's, I mean, I'm sure she's going to be talking about a lot of trauma in this, so it might not be as light, but something that is more tangible, I guess, something that you can hold on to easier. So excited to get into this. The next book I recently picked up, this just came today. I literally opened the package. This is called The Scout Mindset by Julia Galef. So the reason why I picked this up is I have to read this for college. I'm doing this elective called critical thinking, which I'm sure is going to be really interesting and great. And this is actually our core reading for the module. And usually for college, I don't get any physical books because I just don't want, and textbooks are so expensive. I'm not doing that. So I usually just find PDF versions and ebooks, and I can just, if I ever need to go through a textbook to find something, I can always just do that with an ebook. But because this book is a book that I would read anyway, because it looks quite interesting, it might be kind of self-helpy, but also psychological. Those are books I enjoy anyway, and those are books I would read casually. I thought, why not just get a physical copy, kill two birds with one stone. I'm reading it for college, but I'm also reading it casually. So I thought it would be great to pick it up. So I picked this up. I need to talk about my cookbook. This, I'm very excited to talk about this. This is Diggin' by Chef Jack Ovens. If you know this man, you know how amazing of a chef he is and how he has the best cooking videos on YouTube. I have followed him for a while and I love his recipes. I've followed a bunch of them and they always turn out great. So I was thinking again about physical media. I want something that I can hold in my hand and skim through, and yeah, I just wanted a physical cookbook, and I discovered that he actually has one, and I decided to pick it up, and I don't regret picking this up. I think it's so great to be able to support someone that you think is doing something amazing, and it's also nice to have this to hold on to. It's huge, it's heavy, and feels great. The next pickups are actually vitamins. This is the Hair Burst Hair Vitamin, and this is magnesium glycinate, actually magnesium bisglycinate with added vitamin B6. So I take magnesium because it's so important for just bodily functions. And the reason why I started taking magnesium is because I take vitamin D, and apparently vitamin D needs magnesium to work, and vitamin D also depletes magnesium. So if you're supplementing with vitamin D, but you're not adding magnesium, you're already deficient in magnesium, you're just becoming more deficient in magnesium. So basically, if you're taking vitamin D, you need more magnesium. So I was taking the bulk version of this before, but I noticed that it had a lot of additives, and I was looking up what those additives were and whether they were healthy or not, and basically I found that the less additives, the better. You just want a product that has the main ingredient and maybe has just one or two extra additives to, I guess, help with, I don't know, the texture of the vitamin or something, but you don't want too many unnecessary additives that might cause any issues. So I picked up this one from Weight World, and I mean, I think it's pretty good. The hair burst thing is just, I still don't know if these actually do anything, because people still argue that hair vitamins are a scam, but I like to believe that they're not. I think the biotin and the selenium and the zinc, these are good nutrients to have, and they do support hair growth. So I like to add them in when I can. I don't have these consistently because they're just too expensive. No, I'm not paying 30 quid for this. What? No, 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 no. In terms of skincare, I will only be talking about two new things that I've added to my routine. I think I might make a separate video going through my whole skincare routine because I think it could be interesting to some people out there. But the two new things that I've recently picked up are the ordinary hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5 and the ordinary multi-peptide eye serum. Now, the reason why I picked these up, hyaluronic acid firstly, is because I just wanted more hydration in my skin. And before I picked this up, I picked up the Neutrogena gel cream face moisturizer, and I noticed that it made my skin so glowy and so plump, and it has lots of hyaluronic acid. So I really like that it did that. But something that it also did, which was terrible, was it broke me out, that Neutrogena cream. So I had to stop using it. And I thought that the other ingredients in the cream were the issue. So ingredients that kind of mimic oils and things. So I decided to just pick up pure hyaluronic acid, thinking that it would plump my skin up without breaking me out. But I noticed that it actually breaks me out a lot. So I guess that the issue was too much hyaluronic acid. I didn't even think that was possible because, according to the information that's out there online, this cannot cause acne or break you out. But I was looking on Reddit, and there are people who break out when they use this product. So I'm gonna just use the rest of this on my body so it doesn't go to waste. Now, the multi-peptide eye serum. I decided to pick this up because I just wanted to brighten my under eye area and just like the eye contour area, because that area is typically just darker and it shows signs of aging and all this. So I thought adding this to the routine would be nice to just make that area look nice and youthful and glowy. And so far, I can't really say that it works because I've only used it for a few days, but I am excited to just keep using it and seeing what it does for my skin. Now we are going to get into the clothes. I will say I've picked up a few things, not too many, so I'll just try to go through them. And I guess I'll also do a try on to show you how they look. Why not? This just came in today. This is a leather pant. It's from the brand Kanda. And it's thrifted. So there's this store called Sellpy. It's an online thrift store, and they sell, yeah, it's pig Napa leather, and it obviously has a polyester lining on the inside. So Sellpy, they sell these nice pieces at just very, very low prices, and it's secondhand, which is obviously more sustainable. And yeah, I enjoy shopping on there. It can be hit or miss because the clothes are not worn by models. They just put them on mannequins, and you have to guess whether it'll fit on you or not. And if stuff doesn't fit, it's not even worth returning because you're paying not much for whatever you're buying. And then returning it costs like, I don't know, like depending on what you're returning, it could cost like 10 or more quid. So it's just hit or miss with that. But when you do find something nice, it is great. I will say that. I've wanted RH cowboy boots for so long. For a few years, I think. And I just never was able to pick them up. They're expensive. These cost me over 200 quid. So, yeah. I love them. I'm obsessed. I love everything about them. To me, these boots are the shoe equivalent of a sports car, like a Ferrari or something. I feel faster. I feel cooler. I feel like I'm just on go when I have these on. And I love, like I sit differently in them. I walk differently in them. I feel so swag in them, and I love them. I love them. Prized possession now. I actually wore this in the video I made before my last video. This is also from Sellpy. I obviously love buying stuff from that place. It's this beautiful pink fur jacket. It's kind of like, I'm probably going to be so wrong, maybe 50s style. It's kind of the like 3/4 arm jacket, and yeah, I think it's very cunt, and I really enjoy this. Another pickup I have to talk about is this nice white midi skirt. I went to a Christmas market sale with two of my friends, and they had these bins that had these clothes that they were selling that they didn't want anymore. And this skirt was in one of those bins, and I was already looking for a white midi skirt, and it cost me €5. So very, very great purchase. I love this. I've already worn it, and I love just how flowy and nice it is. So this was actually just sitting on my desk, and I had to pick this up to show it. This is a tray from IKEA. It's a tray, it holds food. I had a tray before. I still have the tray. I feel like I can't speak English anymore. It's weird. My brain isn't really working, but I had this one tray I was using, plastic tray. It broke, and I wanted to buy one, a new one. And I saw this one, and I thought it looked so fun. It looked so shiny and reflective, and it just makes the experience of eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner more interesting. Add whimsy to your day by just adding these fun, shiny, exciting things to something that is pretty mundane or doesn't really feel like you should really put much thought into it. Just find little pockets of space in things. I can't even, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm done. But I'm just basically trying to say that break up the routine in some way. Just look around, and if you've been doing something a certain way or you just care about the functionality of something, try to replace something that's functional with something that's also functional and pretty to look at. I recently got a reading lamp because I haven't had one, which is just ridiculous. I have a little lamp by my wall, which is by my bed, which is just my go-to when it's dark and I don't want these bright overhead lights. I just put that on and I use that to read. But I noticed that it wasn't giving me sufficient light for reading because of the position of the light and everything. And you just need one of these because it can point exactly to the book and you have direct light. Like, you just need one of these. And I haven't had one of these for so long, which is ridiculous. So I had to buy one. So I'm just gonna go through the try on and show you the clothes. Enjoy. By the way, I had a dream about Alex Konsani, and me and Alex Konsani were in love or something. Or she was in love with me and I pretended to be in love with. These are the leather pants on. They fit nicely. I actually bought these to replace the other leather pants that I had. I had leather pants just like this, but they were too tight in the waist. These are bigger in the waist, so they feel just more comfortable. And the other one I had the baggiest crotch. Like the vagine area was so baggy and it looked so weird. So I think these definitely fit better. Fit really cool. I'm going to show the cowboy boots with these actually. Yes. These are the cowboy boots on. Yes, they look amazing. I have my shoe rug because I don't want shoe sole touching my fucking floor because I walk barefoot on this floor. But these are the boots. They're freaking amazing. They are so good. I love them. Yes. This is the fur. It's very nice. I love it. I'm honestly obsessed with it, to be honest. It's so chic. It's so cunt. Obsessed. You can tell that I freaking love this skirt. It's so cute. It's perfect with cowboy boots. I wore the skirt with boots. I don't think I've worn them with cowboy boots yet. Yeah, I should do that. I should wear them with the cowboy boots and my leather jacket. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I think this is it. I don't really have any more pickups to show. Stay tuned for more. Bye bye.